Hey there. Welcome to this episode of Wreck-It Recruiter. Katie McConnell Olson here, your resident Wreck-It Recruiter, here to talk about how you can mess up everything with hiring, recruiting, and human capital so you can complain about it. And today we're talking about how to set salary for a role. Brought to you by the Strategic Advisor Board and GrowthWise Search Partners, providing you with human capital and hiring solutions for all your rapid business growth needs throughout the United States. So let's talk about setting the salary for a role. And I'm talking either a newly created role or maybe somebody's vacating a position and it's time to do a little bit of a refresh before you embark on a search. So step one of kind of wrecking it and doing it all wrong is to not worry about it and just post an ad. Don't comp the role, don't figure out what you're going to budget it for, and just sort of throw it out into the breeze, because the best way to learn is to kind of figure it out, right? So once you start talking to people, you will find that maybe the range that you had in mind was not what the candidate market bared. So for example, let's say you're trying to hire for an accounting manager and you kind of have a number in your head that your budget's probably about $60,000 a year, but you didn't do any market comps. You're not really sure what the market bears. So you kind of throw an ad out there. Maybe a couple people trickle in, you talk to them. Don't talk to them about salaries, right? Wait until later on down the road to do that during the negotiation process, because surprises are fun. We love surprises. However, if we do talk about salary, we might find that the market for that role is somewhere around $85,000 a year. So, whoops, we have a problem. So the best way to just wreck stuff is to not plan and not do anything ahead of time. So again, just post that ad and don't worry about comping it. And if you're a rapid growth company, you might find yourself needing to create a new position, which is tricky because, a small company, you've got one person that wears several hats, and roles can be kind of an amalgamation of several different traditional positions that might exist sort of separately in a larger organization. So, that's where budget just kind of goes out the window, and we just don't really want to worry about what we have to pay. Um, and also, we don't have a lot of money to work with, so we should shoot for the stars. If we do have a budget, let's set the job based only on the budget. So, for example, if we have $70,000 to pay for a role and we know that that is all we have, even if the market is 90K, they'll forget that we're 20K under market for what that job is because we're so awesome to work for. So don't worry about that. So the bottom line is, don't do your homework. Don't worry about strategy. Kind of go in with a hopeful optimism that what you're looking for exists in the price point that you're looking for it in. Don't make adjustments along the way, which, if you follow the Wreck-It series, we talk about this all the time. Stick to the program, don't deviate, don't pivot, blame other people along the way because it's their fault, not yours. Complain about how high salaries are in the market, and then keep doing the same thing over and over again, just hoping that you'll find someone that is underpaid for what you're looking for, that's willing to stay that way. So the last thing that you don't want to do is adjust the job duties and functional title so it fits the budget. And what I mean by that is, let's say that your budget is a $20 an hour budget and you want to hire a CFO. Well, if you call it a CFO, you're probably going to talk to candidates that are looking for over $100,000 a year. But what we don't want to do is adjust the job title to bookkeeper, because you're hell bent on calling it a CFO. You want a CFO in your organization, and so there's no wiggle room whatsoever to call it anything else for the right budget. I mean, why would that make any sense at all? That's a recipe to land on a functional title and set of job duties that actually align with the market rate for the role, which means you might actually have a better chance of identifying a candidate. And at Wreck-It Recruiter, we're all about how to wreck stuff, not accomplish things and have objective, measurable goals and outcomes. So to summarize, in a nutshell, salary. Don't comp it beforehand. Go exclusively on your budget and not based on what the market bears. Don't change it when you run into roadblocks. Certainly don't ask other people what they're looking for right out of the gate so you can get some market education. Don't talk to a professional. I forgot that one, but keep those people out of there, right? We don't need meddlers. And keep doing the same thing that you've been doing with regard to salary and hoping for a good result, because as we all know, hope is an excellent business strategy. All right, so some of that may have resonated with you. Of course, we're talking in terms of extreme examples. However, you may be saying to yourself, last time I created a role, we ran into some of these same roadblocks. Or, yeah, we found that we were out of line with what the market bears. And it may be helpful to do some more upfront legwork to make sure that our ducks are in a row, if you will, before we undertake a search. And that's really what we're all about here is strategy first, right? So to take a deeper dive into some of these things and how maybe GrowthWise can help you optimize your hiring or take some of these things off of your plate entirely, click on the link in the description, visit us at growthwisesearch.com. We'll be glad to help you. And also don't forget to like, comment, and share. We'd love to hear your stories about how you have navigated through this as well, and maybe some success stories as well. See you next time.